What's up YouTube and welcome back to some more Hitman 2. This is our double achievement slash trophy guide for Leap of Faith, which requires you to take the scenic route, as well as doing the rounds, which requires you to trap Zoe in the effigy, strangle Sophia with the necklace, and force the constant to come quietly. This is all done on the last destination, the Isle of Sgail, or however you say it, so let's hop on in. So go ahead and load up the Ark Society, and of course we are going to be taking a pretty basic loadout. We are going to be taking our lockpick with us though. That is unlocked at Mastery Level 2 in Miami. So let's do this. So the first thing we're actually going to do is we're going to burn Zoe in the effigy. So just follow along with the path that I'm taking for now, and I'll pretty much talk you through it when I need to hop in. This is a pretty big map, and this does take a good amount of time to get all of this done, but you should have no problem as long as you just follow along. So as we pass the effigy, we're going to want to make our way through the crowd and actually come to this side area, which is off limits. There's going to be a wrench right here, which we can then use over here if we turn around and jump through this window. And then we're going to go through the door to our left. Be careful, there are some guards and other people in this area who will recognize that you're trespassing, but you can pretty much sneak in here pretty easily and tamper with this little device right here, which is the hydraulics for the door, and then you can just get the heck out of here through the window that you came in. Right now we're making our way to the guy that we need to knock out in order to take his disguise so that we can be a part of the effigy burning. If you need some coins, if you didn't take any with you, just go ahead and grab them from that bowl right here. But right here we're going to use our lockpick to open this door and come into this area that will have 3 different people in it. Basically we're going to need to wait for their conversation to kind of end and for them all to hang out doing whatever the heck they're doing, and then we're just going to get all 3 of them, being careful not to kind of alert anybody, although it doesn't really matter because you can pretty much knock out all 3 of them really quickly if you use the wrench. And then we're going to want to take the disguise of the guy in red. I decided to grab a couple different disguises here just because I was trying to get the chameleon challenge done for this map, but you don't need to take everybody's disguise, you just need the guy in red. Feel free to hide these bodies just in case. I'm just being extra cautious here. You might not even need to hide them, but do it just in case. You have time, and there's no reason really not to. Now, with this disguise and the door sabotaged, it is time to burn the effigy. So, we're going to head down to the money pit that we passed by earlier in order to actually start the effigy ceremony. You may need to wait for Zoe Washington to get over here once you've started. She'll get up in front of the effigy, give a nice little speech, and then you can go ahead and end her life.
As the world burns, we rise from its ashes, not just to survive, but to live.
target down. Nice work.
So now with Zoe Washington out of the way, it's time to go and get our next disguise, which is going to be Blake Nathaniel. We're going to use his disguise in order to take out Sophia with the necklace, and we are also going to use his disguise in order to get the Easter egg exit, which is the one that we need to take the scenic route in order to get the achievement or trophy for Leap of Faith. So just follow along with the video and I'll rejoin you guys once we get to where Blake Nathaniel is. As you come upstairs, depending on how long you've taken, Blake Nathaniel should be somewhere around this area. Somehow he managed to sneak past me, and after I turn around, he's right there. So he's this guy right here in the little hat, and he's basically like an archaeologist, explorer type guy. He's going to have a couple of different conversations and stuff. What I've found is in order to speed him along, just go ahead and drop a coin in the middle of his conversation. They'll both look at you, and then they'll completely forget about their conversation and move along. We need to wait for him to get to a secluded area, which is down in this area. After he goes through the art exhibit, we can actually lure him into this bathroom and take him out without anybody noticing and grabbing his disguise. Now as Blake Nathaniel, we need to get the necklace from the center of the art exhibit, which is right there. However, we first need to go upstairs and interact with that laptop that was in the area where we were first looking for Blake, because there is an alarm system set for the necklace, which will freak everybody out, even if you are dressed as the guy who owns the necklace. So come into this area, feel free to grab this wrench if you don't already have a wrench, and just go ahead and take these guys out. I'm sure there's a much more stealthy way to do it, but whatever, I don't have time for this. So just go ahead and knock them both out, hide their bodies just to be extra safe. Don't forget to pick up the security guard's gun, and then just go ahead and tamper with the computer to turn off the alarm, and then go grab the necklace down in the art exhibit.
Looking good, sir.
Smooth.
Now with the necklace in hand, it's time to go and find Sophia Washington, because we're going to be eliminating her with this necklace. Now she may be moving through a number of different rooms that you don't have clearance to get into. Don't worry about it, just be patient, hang out and wait for her to get out of those rooms. Eventually she will come out, you'll be able to talk to her, and then you can go and have your own private one-on-one with her where you will easily be able to kill her with the necklace.
That is Sophia Washington, chairwoman of the Ark Society, professional treasure hunter, and Providence operative. Quite the resume.
I see that now. Can we talk?
This should be good. Follow me. You've got 1 minute.
I did wrong by you, Sophia. I see that now, and I want to make amends. Here, this is rightfully yours.
Well, well. Look who comes crawling back. Leave us. You know, we lost 3 men because of you. Wickus was crushed by a rolling boulder. Jaco fell into a pit trap. And Zoe and me, we only escaped the arrows by using one of the local guides as a human shield. Now, this is a nice gesture. It doesn't even begin to make amends.
I know. May I?
Fine, but not too tight. You know, I thought about some...
Both targets down. Impressive work, 47. And now to confront the Constant. Mr. Gray, what's your status?
I'm at the helicopter, but the place is crawling with security. 47, you better bring the Constant to the harbor where it's less crowded. You can hijack one of the other.
After killing Sophia, I recommend saving the game right there in that room, because now we are going to go and do the Easter egg exit instead of escorting the Constant. The Easter egg exit, of course, will end the mission, and then we can just go ahead and reload from where we just were in order to go and get the Constant. So what we need to do is we need to go and find the butler, who is going to be hiding over here in this area. Now, I can't actually get through this door, so I'm going to wait for the security guards to move in order to actually climb down and around and get to the butler. You need to be disguised as Blake Nathaniel in order to interact with the butler. The butler is then going to follow you, and you're going to have to walk him a pretty far distance and lock him into a freezer in the kitchen. That will then unlock the secret exit, which you can then go ahead and take, and that will end the mission, and then we can just go ahead and reload from where we just were.
If you will just follow me.
Certainly, Constantine. First year without the old man. It is strange.
Now that we've interacted with the butler, it's time to go on a pretty long walk with him. Do not go too quickly because he will just give up. He won't walk away, but he'll just stand in one position and wait for you to come back. So you need to stay like a certain distance close to him. And pretty much that's it. We are going to use that to our advantage a little bit later on when we need to open up a secret passage. But outside of that, just follow along with the path that I'm taking, and I'll rejoin you guys when it's time to open up that passage. So as we make our way down these stairs, go ahead and just run ahead and leave the butler behind for a minute because we need to enter an area that we're not allowed to go into, and there's going to be these 2 security guards here. Go ahead and throw a coin or something to distract them so that they won't pay attention to you for just a quick second as you come around this wall and flip this secret switch in order to open a secret passage. Now go back and grab the butler and bring him through the secret passage into the kitchen and then into the freezer. Now just wait for the door to close behind him, and then you can just dive out this window and make your way towards the new exit that is just unlocked. It's going to be by the effigy where we burned Zoe Washington, so head over there and you'll be able to get your achievement or trophy for Leap of Faith. Now reload from where we killed Sophia Washington and make sure that you have the kill switch detonator on you. You can pick it up off of Sophia Washington after strangling her with the necklace, and then just come over here and talk to the constant, and it's time to walk him out. You should have no issue with this, and in fact I'm going to cut it out of the video because it has a lot of plot with the conversation between Agent 47 and the constant in it, and it also takes a pretty long time, and the constant for some reason knows where you're going, so he'll walk in front of you and show you where you need to go anyways. So you really don't need any more guidance from here. Once you start this conversation with him, the achievement or trophy is pretty much yours as long as you don't shoot him in the back of the head or something like that. So just make your way with him and you are all done.
I had a notion something didn't sit right with my mentor's betrayal. You murdered him, I take it, to get to me.
Not just that. Enough talking. You'll do plenty of that later. We're here. Get on the boat.
So in this video we unlocked the Leap of Faith achievement or trophy, as well as the Doing the Rounds achievement / trophy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope it helped you. If it did, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, favorite, all the fun junk. Check down the description, awesome links, awesome things, my Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch channel, a bunch of other things you might be interested in. Thank you for joining me. Keep it here for more achievement / trophy / collectibles guides, more Hitman 2, and a bunch of other things. Until tomorrow, ta-ra.